later. So I wanted to say thank you guys for all spending a couple minutes of your Sunday afternoon to be here and to commit to our challenge group. I'm sure we're all really excited after the holidays. I don't know about you guys. I feel really ready to get back on track.
Yeah.
And that's kind of one of the things I was going to say generally is that when it comes to health and fitness, one thing that I've really learned is that it's truly not, I mean, the way you look is definitely a bonus to being healthy and fit, but it truly is how you feel. And over these last holidays, like I've really realized how crappy eating poorly makes me feel and drinking. Not that I say you can't have those things in moderation, but I definitely saw after being on such a great track this year with the, having the twins and doing Live 4 and having such great results and really sticking to my nutrition. And then kind of like falling off around the holidays, as a lot of us do. I definitely realized how much more amazing I feel when I'm following a plan and when I'm checking in with all of you guys which I was anyways, but definitely wasn't doing the nutrition, if I'm honest. So I'm excited for a new start in January. We're all human. We all fall off the wagon. And even though I know it's, everyone says new year, new you, that's not the truth. You're the same person, but you're going to have some healthier habits in the new year. So first, I just wanted to start off by saying that whether or not you've been in these groups before, our groups are private, so we're not going to be sharing anything that you say outside of the group without your permission. And I also want you to know that it's a safe place to share your struggles, anything you're going through. And as I had said, I did a survey of some of my past challengers to get feedback. And besides accountability, which was the number one thing people said, a lot of people said that they really enjoy hearing other people's struggles and what they're going through, and that hearing those things helps them a lot. So don't be afraid to talk about your struggles. Of course, we want to keep it a positive place, so not a lot of negativity is welcome, but just talking about, today was hard for me, or so that people can cheer you on. You'll be surprised by how many people will come and root for you or give you suggestions and, ask questions as you go along. That's what we're here for. So I really would like us, if you guys are okay with it, to just do a quick introduction. I'm going to do kind of a longer introduction of myself first, with a little bit of my story, which I think a lot of you guys know, but always good to hear again. So I was introduced to Beachbody products in general in 2011 back, to go even farther back into my story. My whole life, I kind of struggled with my weight. I'm an only child with a single mom. And when I was in middle school and started coming home on the bus, I started eating junk food after school, not exercising. And so I gained quite a bit of weight in middle school and struggled with that through high school, despite being active. And then figured out how to diet in college, but then pretty much yo-yoed throughout college in my 20s. And I had a really unhealthy relationship with food. And I had a really unhealthy belief with that. Basically, I thought that I could never be fit. I could never be thin. I could never be, these people in the magazines that I was obsessed with reading, unless I starved myself or went to some extreme methods. And so I just never thought that I would ever be confident in myself, to be honest. And I did. I mean, I had moments of confidence, but overall, I would say I didn't have a very good relationship with my body or with food. And honestly, it was when I did P90X in 2011. I had run a couple half marathons previously to that. And I liked running, and running gave me a really great relationship with my body and food, because I started to think of food as fuel to help me move forward in my races. And I started to think of exercise as something not just about burning calories. It was more about let's get to a finish line, let's improve ourselves. And so that was a really big revelation for me. But P90X in particular was huge because it was the first time that I committed to something and I just followed through and did it. And it was really hard. My husband and I, who was my boyfriend at the time, we were crazy, and we did it while we were training for our first marathon. But we followed the nutrition plan. I made an Excel spreadsheet. I mapped it all out. We spent a lot of time preparing. We gave up alcohol. I think we had the first month we gave up alcohol completely. And then we gave it up. We had it only a few more times. So we gave up coffee, which is crazy to me now. I'm like, what? not doing that. But we went all in. And I mean, I know that it was his accountability that helped a ton. I didn't have the challenge group back then. And we did the workouts. Like, I did not miss a workout. We didn't do there's a cardio Kempo, like kickboxing workout, and we didn't do that one, but we were running, like I said. So, and I think just for me, like the results that I got from, first of all, just the nutrition, I lost like 8 pounds in the first month. And it was just like, it seemed like magic to me. I was like, wait, I just followed this plan and it happens. And I wasn't starving myself. I was in I put myself in the 2,000 calorie range for P90X. So I wasn't on the 1,200 plan that some of these programs are on. I was definitely eating a lot of food, but for me, it was the first time that I was eating pretty clean. And I also discovered that my frozen yogurt that I thought only had like 150 calories actually had like 500, because the way that it works with the sample they show, they say it only has 4 ounces, but really when I weighed it at home, because P90X, you use a food scale, so it's pretty intense. Anyways, for me, P90X was pretty revolutionary. It completely changed the way that I felt about my confidence in being able to sustain the lifestyle. And I truly have sustained that lifestyle since then. I've had 2 pregnancies, which I gained 45 and 55 pounds with. But I was very confident after they were born, even though I was temporarily like not feeling so great about the weight gain, but so happy for what obviously for the babies, it didn't matter. But I knew that I could do these programs again and have success. And for me, honestly, finding 21 Day Fix was a huge relief, because P90X is just too long for me right now at this phase of my life. So when I did 21 Day Fix and I found that I had the same, if not, better results with just 30 minutes a day, that kind of blew my mind. The workouts are just so efficient. And if you've done P90X, you know that Tony Horton talks a lot. So I think he takes up like 20 minutes of the workouts just talking. So for me, that's where it's all come from. Like I said, after I had my first daughter, I did 21 Day Fix. And that's kind of when I fell in love with the challenge groups and decided to become a coach. So I've been a coach since 2016 and been hosting these challenge groups for quite a while. This is actually my first kickoff meeting though. But I was hoping that we could create even more community and excitement, because one thing I've really noticed over the course of hosting these groups for about, like I said, 2.5 years, is that people get excited in the beginning and then they often fall off about a week and a half in. So I feel like if you're on this call right now, you have a higher chance of succeeding because you are committing, you're here. And hopefully my pep talk today will help you remember that it's going to be hard, because it's really easy in the beginning to eat healthy for the first few days and to follow your workouts, but it gets harder. And you just can't quit. And even I hear a lot of people are like, oh, I just, I followed the nutrition plan I did everything right for the first week and I didn't lose any weight. It's just, like I said, it's not about the scale, and the scale isn't always going to show you what's happening on the inside anyways. It's about your energy, about how you feel, about how I honestly notice that my mood is improved when I eat better. I'm way less like snappy. I'm more mellow. I just feel better. I feel more energetic. So as I said in the original, or in one of my challenge group posts, don't get on the scale every day. And don't let it affect how you feel about your results. Think about how it's making you feel. So more people have come on, and I don't want to put everyone on the spot, but I kind of am. So if you guys wouldn't mind going around and just quickly introducing yourself, where you're from, what program you're doing, and if you want to, what you think is like an obstacle that you have in your path for the next 4 weeks. And maybe we can talk about how we can help you overcome it. So yeah, can we start with Karen?
Sure. I'm Karen. I live in San Diego. I'm finishing 80 day. I have like 2 weeks left, I think. And then I think I might do the, a little more obsessed after that. So you said challenges?
Yes. What do you have coming up in the next 4 weeks?
Well, so the last, like November and December were really, with the challenge groups, were really fun. And I love the accountability, and I stuck with it. And my schedule was a little easier at that time. And I feel like work is going to get a little crazy in the next few weeks. So I'm hoping I can stay the course. And then just,
what do you do for work again?
I'm a journalist.
Oh, nice.
So I have a lot of night meetings. So sometimes I'll try to wake up early, but that doesn't happen. So then it's like cramming it in. So it's just trying to find the time.
Yeah.
And then personally in my life, my dog just got diagnosed with cancer. So I'm kind of like going through that, like a lot of chocolate eating in the last week. So I'm just hoping that like I can stay focused, and I know that'll make me feel better to get my workouts in.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Oh, and I also have half marathons coming up.
Oh, when is that? Which one?
I'm going to do Carlsbad and then the Mermaid in San Diego in February.
Oh, nice. So hopefully I get to meet you at Carlsbad.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
All right. Anyone else want to go? Rose? Are you muted? No, I can't hear you. It doesn't say you're muted though. Weird. Okay, no worries. Mary Jane, who is muted.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I'm from Denver. I'm a software developer and have been, was a college athlete, and so working out and weight was never a big deal, but then years of being out of that and then having kids just like throws everything out of whack. So a friend of mine was doing, I think 21 Day Fix or something, and she convinced me to join with her. So I did that, and I know how well it worked for me, and like not having to think about it. But the food has always been like, I don't know why, but meal planning is always overwhelming to me. And then having like rules about it to help you. So I'm hoping that if I can like not stress out about the meal planning and everything, then things will go much better. So the friend that had gotten me into it is now pregnant and not really doing as much. And so I thought joining a group like this would help me to be accountable, since I kind of lost her as an accountability person, at least on a regular basis. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping to get the most out of. It's just like helping keep on track and getting up early for workouts and stuff, getting back into the groove of everything. So
yeah, that's a big goal of mine, is the early morning workouts. I've realized that I'm like, since, I mean, I have an excuse for having the twins, but they sleep through the night. So I feel like I'm at the point where I want to work out in the morning and get up before them, because I feel like once it's like what they say, I don't know the phrase. You run your day, or the day runs you, or something like that. But I definitely feel like right now the morning is running me, because I'm just in defense the whole morning. I was like, I want to be on offense. I want to wake up and I want to like drink my Energize and like feel good, do my workout. So now that I'm going to be doing, I'm finishing up 80 Day Obsession this week, and then I'll be doing Transform 20, which is only 20-minute workouts. I'm like, I should be able to do 20-minute workout in the morning, right?
Totally. Yeah, that's what I had to get up early, do my workout, take my shower and everything before they even get up, just so that I can like feel like I've accomplished something, and then everybody can get ready for school and work and everything. So yeah, you definitely have to do the mornings, and then it's nice, then it's not hanging over my head, oh, I still need to get this done before the end of the day. Whereas if I get it done first, then at least I know that's off my list.
Yeah, definitely. And then the meal planning, have you decided, are you going to try to follow the nutrition plan, or are you saying that it's too overwhelming? How can I help you with that?
I think, so I have followed the meal plan for 21 Day, and that worked really well. So I know like logically I need to keep doing that. So I'm going to do the Lift 4 again starting tomorrow. So
It's pretty
I
much
think
the
that
same nutrition
they're
plan.
pretty close, yeah. So I think that I'll be fine with that. I think snacks are hardest for me, like finding the right stuff to use as snacks at work and everything without feeling like I have to bring a ton of stuff.
Yeah.
And so and I'm fine. I'm one of those people that I can eat almost the same thing many days in a row. So if I can find something that works for me, I'll stick with it for a while, just so I don't have to think about something else.
Yeah, that's actually one of the recommendations I have, even though it doesn't sound very exciting, but eating the same things, at least eat a lot of the same week, and then the next week maybe switch it up something else. But like, it really helps just make it way easier to do. Even if it's not meal prep, like make dinner, but make a lot and then plan to eat it for lunch the next 2 days, or, things like that.
Yeah. Or find something that works for breakfast and just roll with it for a while. And
I'm just always like that. I eat the same breakfast every day, and usually like the same 2 lunches.
Right.
But one of my goals actually for this year is to be less, I tend to make like complex dinners that take me too long and have too many ingredients. And I'm honestly trying to just be more simple.
Mm-hmm.
And especially when it comes to the containers, it's like so hard to measure out anything complex anyways. So I just usually like, if that's a tip that people ask me about a lot, is like, if you make a chili and it's not like you didn't find it from a 21-day fix web, that has the container counts, I usually just like kind of see what's in the chili. Like, say it's a very like bean based one, then I will like scoop out a red as a protein. If it has turkey and beans, and I'll scoop out a red, and then I'll scoop out a yellow carb, and then I'll just be like, it's a teaspoon and it's half a veggie. I don't know. I just like kind of make it up. And I think as long as you're portioning it out, then it necessarily doesn't completely matter which container it is. So yeah, does anyone else want to go? Lizette?
Hi, I'm Lizette, and I work as an OR nurse. So my struggle has been finding the time after work and the energy to do the workouts, just because I'm so exhausted after work.
Yeah, I bet.
But I think for now, I think I'm committing to early morning workouts. I already wake up pretty early already for my work, but I've been kind of doing some easier workouts and trying to wake up early for my work days. And I've been doing it. I did it last week, and I actually worked. So it just getting up from bed that was really hard for me.
Yeah, I'm really bad at getting up.
Yeah, so I'm going to be doing Lift 4. So hopefully it's not a 7-day week program. So hopefully not as many days of getting up for work will kind of motivate me to just do it. But yeah, that has been definitely my struggle, is just finding time after work. But hopefully the early mornings will just get it out of my way and I won't have to struggle with it.
Yeah. Good. Who's the 925 number? Doesn't say your name. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure, I think that's me. I'm Ashley. Sorry, I'm in the car.
Oh, no worries.
So I'm Ashley. I live outside of San Francisco. I think I'm going to do Lift 4, I think. And I think my challenges are just having 4 kids and working full time, and I'm trying to make a conscious effort to set aside time for me, because I think I always put that last. And then by the end of the day, I just want a glass of wine and to go to bed. So I think I'm going to try and just make a conscious effort of taking that time for me, most likely in the morning, and letting all the other stuff kind of fall off the list and not my workouts and making excuses. I think that's my goal and one of my challenges.
The morning definitely helps. Well, maybe all of us morning people, I can come up with some kind of way to even provide additional accountability or something, or at least when I log my work, we log our workouts, be like, did it in the morning. I don't know, that'll inspire each other to do it. Cause I need that. Like bonus point, I get an extra, I don't know what I get, but so hard to get out of bed. When we did PDX, we did it in the morning, and my husband would get out of bed first, and we had to like move the ottoman out of the living room and like set up all the stuff, and I would still be in bed while he was doing that. But I was like, it just takes me longer. I snooze like 2 or 3 times. It's really bad. With kids, I just lay there while they cry, and then I'm like, oh, I guess I should go get you. It's so hard. I'm not a morning person, but not supposed to say that. You're supposed to say positive things. I am working on my being a morning person, right? Although I guess I wouldn't say that now that I wake up at 6 a.m. or 6:30 because the kids wake up that time anyways. So I'm pretty much a morning person now. Gotta be. Kids, they don't sleep in. So the next thing I wanted to do was just kind of just talk about what I've noticed that people get the best results from these programs when they do, and things that best practices for myself, because I've definitely done programs. I'm actually wrapping up 80 Day Obsession right now, and I would not say it's my best results ever. And I've done Lift 4 and had amazing results. You know, I've had different experiences doing the program. So it's not just like, you can't just show up by the program and think that you're going to achieve your goal magically. It's like it takes hard work. So number 1 is follow a nutrition plan. I'm sure you probably would have gathered that from everything that I have said. I've noticed a significant difference. And I think a big part of that is the tracking. So like, if you're following the nutrition plan, you should be doing either, I like Excel, so I use an Excel spreadsheet. Some people just use literally like pen and paper. There's online tracking. If you Google like whatever program you're doing, nutrition plan tracking, you probably can find some kind of download that you can check off like your containers. I know 21 Day Fix has a ton. I think I've added them in the resources. It says, still see me. But I think just the very, like, for me at least, I know everyone has different personality types. I'm actually reading a book about people's different personality types and how it affects different, how to communicate with them. So I'm obviously type A, as you know, and as they would call me, a conscientious person. So I like spreadsheets, I like checklists. I know that's not everyone's jam, but for me, so I guess you have to think about what for you. For me, when I track things and I write them down, like when I'm about to go eat like 5 bites of Sienna's mac and cheese, I'm like, well, I don't want to write that down, so I better not eat it, For me, following the nutrition plan and tracking it is huge. It makes a huge difference in my success. When I say I'm going to eat clean, I'm not going to eat, you say I'm just going to eat clean. There's too much, there's too much leeway. There's not enough accountability in that. So the nutrition plans are designed for a reason. They are really awesome. And as I said in the group as well, like, I don't want you to be completely restricting yourself, but I do think that if you are trying to lose weight, if that's your goal, not everyone's goal, you do want to limit the cheat meals, and you're going to have to make sacrifices. So when we did P90X, we, like I said, we didn't drink any alcohol for the first month. And I remember going to a friend's birthday brunch, and it was an all-you-can-drink champagne brunch. All you can eat, all you can drink. So I believe we both paid for the all-you-can-eat, all-you-can-drink champagne brunch. And then we literally ate like eggs and fruit. And Mike and I, we just sat there, and everyone was like, why are you drinking? And we're like, well, we started this thing. It's called P90X. And they were like, okay, not fun. And then, 90 days later, they were like, holy crap, you look amazing. And good, for me, it was like showing myself that I could do that, because if you're a social person like I am, I have something like every week that I could do. I could eat or drink something that's not on the plan, if not multiple times a week. And if every time those things come up, you're doing that, then it's not going to happen. So that first month of P90X, it was Valentine's Day, and we went out to a nice dinner. We had a 3-course meal. We had dessert, we had everything, and we enjoyed it. And we did have that cheat meal. And then in the second and third months, we had a little bit more cheats. But I truly believe that following that nutrition plan and being strict, and just remembering, like, if your goal, you're creating these habits now that are going to pay off later, and it's not forever. You are doing this plan maybe because you want to like lose weight before an event, or if you want to just get back to a maintenance, or get back to a certain way that your pants feel. For me, I'm still like a little bit too tight in my pants. So I'm excited to at least feel more comfortable in them. But then once you're there, it's a lot, you can do a lot more of those, of, you know, enjoying the party. And I've also learned that it's not just about alcohol and desserts and sweets that make parties fun or make things with your friends fun. I think we just surround ourselves with, you know, we put so much emphasis on the indulging part when it's really just about community and being with your friends, right? So we're doing, Mike and I are actually doing dry January. So, and again, we're giving up alcohol for a month. And I had celebrated my birthday on Friday with girlfriends, and I was super proud of myself for not drinking at all. And my friend was like, "It's your birthday, you're not going to even have a drink?" And I was like, well, I mean, I kind of drank like a lot in December, so I'm not like even feeling like it. But by the end of the night, we had such a great time, and I was just, it didn't matter at all, you know? So just remember that. So the next part is scheduling your workouts into your schedule. So if you don't know when you're going to do your workout, you might not do it. So like, as we've talked about already, doing the morning workout, I highly recommend. If you can't do a morning workout, scheduling it in, like literally writing on your calendar. If you have to write it, if you're working out at lunch, mark out your calendar and in like for however long it's going to take you, plus 15-minute buffer on each side, so that you're not, a meeting isn't scheduled at 1 p.m. and you were planning to work out, because then you're not going to do it, because unless you start at 11:30, but you just got to make sure that you're setting yourself up for success. And if you happen to miss a workout, if you can make it up, do, but if not, just move on, because beating yourself up and trying to like backtrack and, or even I've had so many people just like, I'm going to start over. Don't start over. Just keep going. So like I said, 80-day obsession taking me way longer than I thought, but I'm going to finish it. I'm going to finish it. And last thing I was going to say is just know that it's going to be hard at times. So it's not always going to be easy. You're going to want to quit at times. You're definitely going to have moments where you do give in, and that's okay. You just have to keep going and just keep checking in with our group. We're always here for you. If you fall off the wagon, don't be afraid to check in, and like, just let those challenge group posts motivate you. I know there's days where I don't want to work out, and I go into the app and I just log through, or just like scroll through everyone's posts, and I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can do it. So those are my main tips. And also drink lots of water. Water really helps a lot. So yeah, is there any other questions that anyone has about anything? Anyone?
So you're on the last week of 80-day right now?
Yes. Well, yeah, today I'm supposed to do legs.
The shred week thing or whatever?
Yeah, I'm going to do the nutrition just because I haven't honestly been doing it. So I'm going to try to do it for the last week, which is a really good idea.
And then you'll start your 20.
Yeah, Transform 20. I'm going to start it next week, but then we have our race. So I think I'm just going to do a few days of it and then take a little break and then start again. I'm thinking maybe I can catch up since they're only 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But I don't know what to expect, because 20 minutes is, even though it's 20 minutes, it's Shanti. So
yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah. Any other questions? All right. Thank you guys for showing up and spending 30 minutes with me. And I think you guys are all going to have so much success, and definitely check in on the challenge group. I would really love you to share your workout publicly every day, or in your shake if you're drinking them. And definitely keep drinking the shake. I noticed I also didn't drink my shake as much in December because I would eat lunch and then I would eat chocolate instead, to be honest. So I didn't drink the shake as much because it didn't sound as good. But I know I'll be drinking it every single day this month, because it makes me feel so much better. I can notice a significant difference, and it really helps me avoid the chocolate if I drink it. So have a happy Sunday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Wake up early, everyone.